Vick Pochun, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
L'interview du vendredi. In Canadian, we can talk it about Friday's interview. You look like Mauritian, but you live in Canada.
Yes.
So my first question, it's all my invitees they always tell me it's a deep question, it's a silly question for me. But who is Vick?
Vick Pochun is a Mauritian born, but grew up in Canada. I've been in Canada for over 30 years, so I hope you guys don't date me, as in like find out my age. Anyway, been in Canada for 30 years and been a personal trainer, professional personal trainer for the last 15 years in Canada.
So you started when you were born, you decided to be a trainer, or you've been to college, you have been doing something and then you went to sports?
Actually, I was a very, very big fan of soccer. So, you know, for me, football in Mauritius, right? North America, soccer. So, yeah, I was always playing soccer. I played semi-pro in Canada for soccer. So, you know, very athletic, always into sports, and, you know, just kind of fell in love with going to the gym when I was like about 17, 18 years old. So that's right after I finished high school in Canada. So, yeah, decided to kind of, you know, get fitter, stronger.
Is it easy to play soccer in Canada when the big sport is hockey? It's hockey with the Montreal Canadiens.
Yes.
You have the CFL, the Canadian Football League,
NFL,
the NFL, the NBA.
Yes.
Is it easy to play soccer there?
Well, you know, I mean, when you have passion for a game, when you know this is what you've learned when you first, I guess, grew up being Mauritian from the age like 5, 6 years old. Start playing soccer. So yeah, I fell in love with the game, and you know that continued until I moved to Canada, and soccer has been big part of my athleticism, so to say.
Was it easy to become a coach, a personal coach?
No. The reason being is because when I played soccer, I'm always the guy in charge. I'm always like, hey, you go over here, you go over here, you go forward. So, that leadership role was always in me, and I found that kind of came natural to me. So basically, yeah, it was not a big transition.
Is there studies? If I want to be a coach in my next life,
yes.
I need to do some certain studies. So I build in sport, in psychology. I do understand the human body, its mind, everything.
Yes, you do need to be certified, and you also can go to university, which I did, take kinesiology. So basically, there's different avenues you can go if you want to become a personal trainer. There's a certain body out there in North America that will actually certify people who want to be personal trainers. So yes, you can be a certified personal trainer with this organization. There's quite a few in North America, Canada, and US. But definitely, if you want to learn the subject even more into more depth, you can go to university, you go to colleges, you get a diploma, you get a kinesiology degree, and all that.
A personal coach is different from a psychologist? It's the same type of work, but you do with sports, with barbells, a lot of sweat. It's the same thing.
Psychology, sorry to cut you off. Psychology is more to the mind, right? Whereas a personal trainer or personal coach, yes, they have to do a lot of work, like mind work with the athletes, with players and all that. So there is a bit of I guess you could say it's linked some way somehow. To be a coach, you need to have some knowledge of being, I guess, a psychologist. So having said that, for myself, I had to take courses to deal with each and every individual client that comes to you. So there's a lot of personal coaching courses you have to take, and also life coaching courses that I've taken in order to deal with different people with different minds.
Interesting, you just said a client. Normally it's my friend Paul, I'm coaching my friend. It's already a sort of friendship. You build a friendship afterwards. Yes. I was astonished to tell you it's a client for me, it's just a customer.
First they are a client, then they become more than a client. Then you establish that relationship with them, professional relationship. And some of them, do turn out to be your friend or your best friend because you create a bond. And at the same time, you need to understand there has to be professionalism involved with that person on a
But
business level.
when somebody Vic stays inverted commas, 2 to 4 years, it's not possible to be a customer. It's a friend or best friend. I don't know where does it go. Is it easy when the guy say, okay, Vic, I'm happy, I'm very built, I got the construct, I'm in the state of mind, and then disappear.
Well-
You might see him in Mauritius maybe in 2 weeks' time, but in Canada, I don't know, in 6 years time.
Well, I think I'm fortunate enough as a personal trainer because most of my clients in Canada have stayed with me for over 5-6 years, and the longest term clients slash friends and whatever you want to call it, they're still with me until today. They're still training with me, so that's like over 15 years of relationship that I had with this husband and wife. So they were my first client when I started this business, as in my career as a personal trainer.
It was your business plan to
No.
keep your friends. I don't know. It's no more a customer. 15 years.
No, actually,
It's
it's just like people come in, you provide the services as a professional, and they see a result. They see, they keep getting better year after year. This is the beauty about health and fitness, right? Every year you keep making yourself better, and you have new goals, and every year you gotta keep bettering yourself.
Is there an age, a specific age, where somebody want to have a personal coach to change?
Well, my advice is if you don't have any experience, you don't have any knowledge about exercise. So if you want to start doing exercise, you want to work towards your fitness goal, right? It's good to have somebody to guide you. So do your research, do your due diligence, as in find out the person that you want to hire as a personal trainer. Find out about their website. Find out about through Facebook pages. Find testimonial about that person.
Yes, it's important. Maybe on your Facebook you will have the big muscles, and the best, but
Well-
number one over number one, and you can't do the job.
Yes.
It is Facebook and website. It's true. What I see your customer from 15 years come by and tells me, oh, 15 years guy, this is the one.
Well, sometimes it's like this. People look at pictures. Yeah, picture, will speak 1,000 words, like they say, but sometimes it's not the case. So this is why I said, do your research, find out about the person you want to invest in. Because finding a personal trainer, yes, it's an investment. You make an investment onto your health, onto yourself, beside nothing else, right? So going back to when you say muscle and you want to go train with that trainer, when you go for your assessment, you should be able to tell if that client really care for you as a client. That trainer care for you as a client, because you can tell the question that he's going to ask and answer that you're going to give if that person is really interested in making a difference in your life.
So first day there is a chat.
Yes,
You have a
exactly. You do an assessment.
And then you do an assessment to see whether what are the goals, what can be done compared to his physical appearance.
Yes, sometimes look can be very deceiving. So I've had colleagues, personal trainers who have done their PhD, their masters in exercise physiology. So these guys are very, very smart, and they don't have big muscle, but they understand exactly.
In the head.
Yes. So having said that, most personal trainers, since it's a business, you need to represent what you're selling, which is, again, you're selling health here, right? People to be healthier, fitter. So at the end of the day, my advice is a personal trainer. For me, as a personal trainer, when I have a client, it's all about for me, the client sometimes might think of me differently, but I have to make the client feel different. So in my world, the client is it's like this, the client don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Did you say no to somebody? I can't do it. No, it's not done for you. You must wait maybe in 2 years. So you're not ready.
Well, I have only if they have health issues, or if they've done I've done a PARQ, which is finding out about medical condition, and any assessment is not any. You should do every single assessment before you start training a client. So, through the assessment that I have done, I found out certain things that, I wasn't comfortable with until I get clearance from a doctor to make sure that person is fit and is clear to exercise.
You talk about a doctor, you have your own doctor, your friend's doctor, or he may come with anyone with a certificate but says, okay, he's fit too, or you want to help you to do some hard stress, to be on, you have some values,
yes.
See what he can do at what rhythm.
Well, as a personal trainer, there's one of the assessment that we do is we'll take your blood pressure, right?
BP.
Right there, your blood pressure. If we have a cutoff, safe zone, red flag, all that kind of stuff.
What
right?
is the safe zone? What is the
exactly? So if you don't meet these criteria, we see like you over, the criteria that we require to be fit to exercise. We'll ask you to go get a medical report saying that yes, you're cleared by your doctor to come in and do your program that we're going to set up for you. So yes, that is very important, which is critical, because if somebody have high blood pressure, you can't take that person and put them on a treadmill and them to start running and sprinting, right? Because the blood pressure is already high. So next thing you know, you might have that person fainted.
10, 11, 12. It's 12? For
For
treadmill, you were talking. Walking, running, it's high pressure over 11. We don't do it.
No, it's sometimes we could use perceived exertion. So it's a technique, it's a method that we use. This is the easiest one, as you are on a treadmill, depending on a level that you're comfortable with. And if you can't carry a conversation with us, normally like what we're doing right now, then we have to kind of ask questions and find out what's happening with your cardiovascular endurance.
I know you have big professional, but I have not heard one single story. You have been personal coach to store what I mean. Don't give a minute. If you have signed secrecy.
I didn't understand the question.
You talk about clients. You don't talk about any store. Were you personal coach to a store that I might know, or due to your professional secrecy you don't have? Because I know very well that some politicians in America, they have personal coach, but they are tied by secrecy. Maybe to actors, actresses, and this. No one all sport can be sports guy.
Yes, I've trained a couple of hockey players.
Yes,
right. So, and I've trained. There's a lady by the name of Monica Brandt. She was actually on my website, which is right now under construction. So she came and I train her every time she comes to Calgary for a leg workout. So yeah, she was Miss Fitness Olympia, I think in the late 90s. So there's her, and then there is a Canadian athlete named Kaylee Humphreys. So she came in and did a leg workout with me. I've got video on my website and my Facebook pictures and all that. So these are the people I'm known to be the guy for leg workouts. So if you want a nice butt and nice kind of lower body, so these are people that has come and done workout at the gym with me. And the list goes on, as in for professional fitness model, like bikini model, fitness
That's
model.
That's why in the workshop there's bikini.
Yes, bikini model, fitness model for women, and male model, right? So these guys have breast covers of fitness magazine in North America, in Canada. So
this is a big market. Mauritius is not a market, but
it's
in
coming though.
America,
It's coming.
It's coming.
Fitness, health is coming. When I go to gyms and I looked around, for the last 5 months I've been on the island now. So, I go and watch what people are doing, and it's becoming a trend, which is good. I like what I see, because people are becoming more health conscious, and there's more and more women going to the gym, which is awesome, because people need to understand it's not a sport. When it comes to your fitness, it's everybody's business.
You can't go to a gym and then you have 5 pairs of that for afterwards and a soft drink.
Well, maybe after that gym session, if you want to start your cheat meal or cheat day for that day, then the next day you don't have your cheat meal, then it's fine. Actually, it's not fine. Not $5, okay? No,
But sometimes I see someone going coming, I'm not far from here. I won't tell the commercial center I'm talking about, but sometimes I see someone coming from a gym in the restaurant, and I'm amazed. What are you have lost all the weight there.
Just defeat the purpose. Yeah.
Defeat the purpose.
Yeah, everything just goes down the drain. So that means that person tomorrow have to start
again and again
from scratch again. So you just again, like I said, defeat the purpose. So this is where discipline comes in, accountability comes in, responsibility comes in. This is all these things that you need to understand in order for you to be fit, to be healthy. Yes, it is a commitment. You make a commitment to yourself. There is a lot of things you have to sacrifice in life. Just like you have to sacrifice whatever you want to get in life. You go to school, you have to sacrifice certain things. Anything you do in life, you have to sacrifice. This fitness business, this, you to become healthy and fitter, yes, you have to sacrifice.
So there must be nutrition into there's a exercise plan, treadmill plan, and there's a nutrition plan.
Yes.
Do you work with somebody, a nutritionist, to have the correct meal for that particular person, or it's just a plan?
No, I am not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian, so I refuse to write a nutrition plan for anybody. Even my family members say, no, I cannot do it, because nutrition is a science. Right? People go to school, go to university to get a degree in being a dietitian, right? Nutritionist, you got to go to school, get diplomas, get certification, right? So, it's beyond my practice of, scope of practice, right? So,
but do you work with one?
I do work with a nutritionist in Canada, and I've been working with him for the last almost over 10 years now.
So you have a team?
Yes,
you have customers from 15 years, nutritionists from 10 years, so you're well installed.
Professionals. We want to make sure everything is professionally done. When you come and decide to say, this is my goal, I want to be fit, I want to be healthy, I have a team of professionalism, professional, ready to help and make sure we are doing the job that we know how to do.
Sometimes when I meet friends that do his bodybuilding in Mauritius, as we told him, maybe in Canada there's another word. There are sort of big boxes that I see. There are special shops now in Mauritius.
Yes.
But compliments, is that okay? If somebody want to have a better body, to have muscles, tablette of chocolate, big.
Is it
food supplements? Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Again, the last 5 months I've been in Mauritius here, I get an impression that people, they tend to I don't know if they're mixing things up, or maybe there isn't enough
sensitization,
knowledge,
yeah.
Right, about food supplement and banned substances, right? And some of the banned substances some of these supplements have banned substances, but in order for these supplements to be on shelf in stores in Mauritius, pretty sure Ministry of Health, right, had to verify every supplement that come in the country, right? They have to make sure that these things are legalized so that it's not harmful for people to take if it's going to be on the shelf in stores or pharmacies, right? To be for sales for people to consume. So yeah, the difference between food supplement and the steroid, right? It's two different extreme here, right? Food supplement is okay to take. Your protein powder is okay to take. Again, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just giving you my personal opinion here, right?
Okay.
And again, like I said, your protein powder, you might take some pre-workout just to give you some energy during your workout or before your workout. You might take different type of aminos, right? Some people, coaches are recommending, and these things again, they are legal to sell because it has been approved by the Ministry of Health to be on the market. So, which is fine, I don't have a problem with that. The only issue I have is when people are starting to take steroid, when it's not legal to take, because steroid can be very detrimental to your health.
This is why you're making with Nalini this seminar on Saturday the 6th of April. you're talking about steroid. What is a steroid? And then we will go in the side effects. What is a steroid?
You know what? Again, from a personal trainer point of view, steroid will alter your system inside. So it does something that your body not supposed to do, like naturally. Okay, we all, like, we reach a certain age, 13, 14 years old, right? We start to produce testosterone.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, make us grow. We develop all these male characteristic, right? And, you know, likewise for women, right? Same thing, right? So you start to mature because that's the growth period your body need to grow. So what steroid, some steroid does, right? It goes into your body and try to force the growth, right, of your natural body. Again, this is my personal view and my educated view that I'm telling you. So, you know, for more details about steroid and the side effect, people who needs more answers, come to our workshop on April the 6th, right? There's going to be 2 doctors that's going to be there. Dr. Nanraj Dawal, and he's a sports medicine doctor, and we also have an endocrinologist by the name of Anjali Ganesh. So she will explain about hormonal imbalance and everything you need to know about steroid, how it will affect your health.
Can you tell me, Vic, why somebody would like to take some steroids? We know some sportsmen, but very big names have taken steroids because they have to go very fast. Because some sports are very, very hard to do.
It's to enhance your performance, and also it's a quick way to achieve the physique. It's a quick way, it's a fast way of saying, I want to put on some muscle, I'm going to take. There's so many steroids out there, by the way. I mean, the list goes on. I know only the one, can't believe I'm going to say this, but I know only the one that's on the market. No, am I allowed to say that? That's on the market in Mauritius. But anyway.
You're telling me about that, but there's one steroid who is sold librement in Mauritius. This is what you're telling to me.
Should I go off record? I'm not sure if I should go off record and say that. You know what? All I'm going to say is just go to the gym in Mauritius and people can look for themselves. So, you know, I mean, I'm not here to, like, you know, pinpoint, but I know enough that this is why I'm creating this platform. I'm creating this platform, which is Natural Fitness Beauty Association. I'm creating this platform to raise and also to give opportunity for natural athletes to come together and be fitter and healthier. So this platform will help those guys that want to say no to steroid. Yes, to eating healthy, and yes, you can take some food supplement.
So you're working with Nanilia Obler. We might say that there is an NFBA antenna, a Mauritius chapter here in Mauritius.
Yes.
And what will be the role? We know that we are going to the Olympics. The Jeux des Îles are here. Are you going to work with Mauritian athletes in the very short period, but maybe for 2024 in Paris or in Japan? I don't know. Preparing some sports guy, Mauritian sports guy that might be qualified for the Olympics.
If the opportunity comes, I might as well do it. So, you know, for us right now as an association, we are affiliated with NPAA, which is the Canadian version of NFBA. So, you know, for us is to create, you know, we want to set this platform. We want to create a community in Mauritius with natural athletes, natural fitness, natural competition. So for me right now, this is my goal. This is what I want to create in Mauritius. And you know what? If we can do it in Canada, there's no reason why we can't do it in Mauritius, because we're all human beings. We just need to have the right people to get involved into this project. And I'm thankful and I'm very honored to have Nalini Obila be part of this association. And you know, so far I've been very happy with everything else.
You will be attending the workshop. You're most concerned with seminar.
Yes, I will be there. I will be talking about a lot of the posing and just getting athlete ready for the competition, which we're going to do in November. And I have been a judge with NPAA, and I've judged over 20 professional fitness shows. So, I mean, it'd be right for me to say I get a good eyes for athletes, for people with different body types, which is the key to our basically like categories that we have in NFBA, which is bikini model, female fitness model, physique, men physique, and bodybuilding. So, you know, I mean, people need to know the difference. I've been to quite a few shows in Mauritius. I'm not going to mention any organization or federation, but you know, I think I can do better from my experience, my knowledge in North America. So I want to give Mauritian a taste of, you know, how it's basically, you know, I mean, I want to bring a piece of Canada to Mauritius. That's basically what I'm doing.
You like music, Mauritian music? Or you were listening to Mauritian music back in Canada? Because we love Celine Dion here in Mauritius. I don't know why. We love Celine Dion.
She's French.
She's French.
She's French.
You were listening to Mauritian music now,
Yes.
YouTube and what?
Yes. I do listen to Sega.
Yeah.
I do listen to you know, some Mauritian Sege, or like I think they say.
Because bodybuilding and music is very intensely linked now.
Yes.
There's no music of the person who is not going to.
No.
Is there a sort of activity, fitness activity, but needs a type of music?
Yes, for the athletes anyway. For them to perform, they need energy, and music put you in a different mood.
Sega is something that can be done in a fitness program. There's something a Sega that might.
Definitely, we might have some remix, Sega remix. Okay, so it is Sega. We'll just do some remix with it. But definitely, so going back to what you just said about the Sega, right? Because we're gonna do, like, you know, the competition in November, perhaps, because the fitness model, female fitness model, we do have a round where there's gonna be theme wear for the athletes, so they can come on stage as a Victoria's Secret model. They can come in as a Sega dancer with all these different costumes. So yes, like, you know, we could mix Mauritian culture with everything else we're doing with this fitness.
Are you ready? Because you are going to organize it. Are you ready to accept that, or
Yes.
we are going to stay in the American style?
We very open mind. We do understand, like, you know, we are merging cultures here, and this is the beauty of sports. And you know, anytime we can merge, we can, you know, coexist. I think you have something great, and this is what I want. I want it, like I said, I want to bring a piece of Canada to Mauritius to make sure that yes, we are doing things like, you know, I mean, in accordance with everything that, you know, two countries have in common.
Thank you very much. See you on Saturday.
Yes, indeed.
In your seminars and what you are going to do. Thank you very much.
Pleasure to be here, and thank you for your time.